In this video tutorial we are going to attempt to make a version of the world's hardest game, which is an arcade style game which is available online. World's hardest game is played in a top-down version, top-down view, and you are a little red square who has to get from one safe zone to another, avoiding any enemies and occasionally collecting coins. We're going to create a 3D version of this using Kodu. As you can see, the levels in World's Hardest Game are different from each other, and they are generally progressively harder. So level 1 is a simple game with a few bouncing balls. Further levels have spinning windmills, and you have to collect coins before you get to the end zone. And later still, we have all sorts of interesting things going on. So what we're going to do is we're going to start off by setting up a game arena. We're going to just tilt up our terrain a little bit, and then we're going to create a start and end zone that have different colours. And it's important you keep a note of which colours you use to draw these zones in. We're then going to make a fixed camera so that the world doesn't spin around as we move, and we are then ready to start adding information on our Kodu. So we will use a Kodu placed on the world, and we'll then detect when they get to the end zone, and we'll say that that represents a win. And obviously the Kodu is going to move around with the arrow keys or the WASD keys if you prefer. So I'm going to start with New World. I'm going to tilt this world up just a little bit and bring it back down here a little bit. And then I'm going to use the brush tool to draw a couple of areas on here. So I'm going to start with a red area as my safe zone. And I can use the bracket keys, the arrow keys to bring down the size of that zone. And I'm just going to click right at the edge there and produce a little red area to get to. And then I'm going to produce a different colour, so I'm going to go for maybe blue, world 10, and I'm going to use that to produce a start zone. With my object tool, I'm going to then place a Kodu, and the Kodu is then going to be programmed so that when keyboard, and I'm going to say WASD keys do move, and also when more on land, and then I'm looking for the land that's of type red, so that was number 6 in my choice. Obviously you'll have to fit to whichever one you're going to choose. I'm going to say do game win. And I should place my Kodu on the starting block here. And one last thing I have to do is world settings. Oh, a little bit sensitive there. Camera mode fixed. And then just adjust my world, maybe a little bit of a zoom out, and move over, and then press enter. So we're all ready to test our world's hardest game, easiest level ever. All I have to do is to drive my Kodu from one end of the map to the other, and you can see that I'm now a winner. Okay, so that is our first level created. Very, very easy. Not the world's hardest game yet, but we're going to save that. So I'm going to go to Save My World, and I'm going to call it World's Hardest Game. I know I've not put an apostrophe in there, but that's fine. And I'm going to put in level 1. WHG use WASD to steer. So I've saved that, we're all good to go. Now, having saved it once, I'm going to then save it again. So you see that we've set up our first simple level. I'm going to make it a little bit more challenging now by adding in some enemy rovers. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this level 2. So level 1 I just have to be able to steer. Level 2 I have to avoid the enemies. And we see the enemies here, I've made rovers. They always move north to south. So they'll be moving up and down the screen. And if they bump into Kodu, it's the end of the game. So it's very important that at this stage you don't start to add the rovers in until you've saved the game again. So I'm going to go to save here, and I'm going to save my world, and I'm going to say it's world hardest game L2 was to steer and avoid enemies. So level 2 is a separate game, separate level from level 1, and it's important it's got a different name so that we're not overwriting the original. I'm then going to add in a rover. And my rover is a little bit big here, so I'm going to change size and shrink that down a little bit to maybe 0.7. And then I'm just going to give it some programming that says when always do move, but I'm going to do it on a limit of north to south. And if I try that out, you'll see that the rover seems to be stuck there, but he's turned round and then he's able to move backwards and forwards a little bit. Now, having made one rover like that, this is one of the ideas of object orientation. We can make a copy of that object, and then we can paste another copy of him in there. I'm going to have this one just at the edge of the world here. I'm going to have the other one in a parallel line but starting up here, and then I'm going to paste another one and maybe start him in the middle there. So they should avoid each other but cause an obstacle for Kodu. So I'm now going to try that out. Oh, sorry, one more thing I should have done really before I copied, and that is to make them, if they bump Kodu, so when bumped Kodu, do game end. Now really I should have put that in before copying the code, but I can probably copy the role and now just go and apply it to each of these other ones. But obviously it would have made a lot more sense to have applied that before making copies of the actual rover. Okay, so I start off, I'm going to go forward here, I'm going to race ahead, across here, and then I've managed to be a winner on that level 2. So far so good. What I'm now going to do is I'm going to load world. And I need to save the changes that I've made on this one first of all, so I don't want to lose what I've done in level 2 there, so I'm going to save that and just click on save to overwrite. And now I'm going back to world's hardest game level 1, and I can tell that's the difference between here. Level 2 has got rovers, level 1 is empty. So I'm going to load that up and then escape, and what I'm going to do is on Kodu, I'm going to change his programming. So instead of winning when he gets to the end zone, I'm going to click on that. A little bit difficult there. And I'm going to go to game and next level. And it's telling me there's no level selected, so I click on this tile and I can then choose World's Hardest Game Level 2, press enter on that and attach, and so you can see now that it will load the next level instead of completing the game. So I'm going to escape out of there. I've made changes to level 1, so I'm going to go back and save that now. Actually, before I do, what I'm going to do is just go into the startup of the game, and you can see here that next level does indeed point to World's Hardest Game Level 2, and I'm going to look at the start. I think I might have gone past it. Here we go, start game with. And I'm going to start the game with the description. I don't want a countdown like I would have with a race on this. I want to go straight into the next level, but I do want it to tell me what's happening on that level. So set that, go back to the home menu and save my world. This is level 1. It's now going to show these instructions when it starts, and it's going to then hook into level 2 if I complete the level. Click on save, and then it's showing me the instructions. I press enter, I set off across a very challenging landscape, and then you can see I've gone straight into level 2 there. Level 2 a bit trickier because I've got to get past these guys, but not too difficult. And then it's showing me again as winner. So we're just going to up the ante a little bit more. This is level 2 with the rovers on it. I'm going to come back here and I'm going to go save my world. I'm then going to call this one level 3. So I'm taking level 2 and I'm making it more difficult. So I'm going to say that you're going to start and avoid the enemies, but collect a coin before finishing. And I'm going to save that as level 3. Then I'm going to put an object on in the middle. So my object is going to be a coin. Just going to go there. I want to make sure that the rovers don't bump the coin out of the way, so I'm just going to move them over a little bit so that they can hopefully avoid it. And then what I'm going to say to Kodu is, program that when bumped objects more coin, when bumped coin do, and we're looking for holding and grab. And now, when I get to this type of land, it's win automatically, but that's not really what I want. What I want to do is, if I've got to that type of land, I'm going to check that I've got the coin, and then I'm going to win. So I'm going to add in a new when got coin do game win. And I'm going to move this up, not just up to the on land, but also indented. So it's moved in from the side. And I'm going to remove this win tile here. So what it says now is when I'm on that type of land, only then will I check if I've got a coin. And if I have got a coin, then I'm allowed to win. So both things have to be true at the same time. And if I just test out this level now, so it's going to be a bit tricky. So that was game over. Let me try again. I've picked up the coin, I've raced ahead, oh, and also game over. And I'm out of